Hey guys, what's up, and welcome to the last round 2 World Series 2016 games. Again, we're on Gorge Drought. It's best of 5, and this time we have Rob against Viking. So we've got Viking as USA against Rob in the south as Nuke. So heavily army in favour of Viking this time. Excellent start for him. USA should beat Nuke pretty much all the time. So especially on such a big map when you can't really be aggressive, it can only really bunker up and try and get to overlords and ECMs, by which time it normally will go down. But we'll see what happens here. We've got Viking, looks like he's going for a dozer drop and choosing not to go for putting the rockets in there. He's just going to go for a dozer drop. A little bit unusual for USA. Usually only see that with like a super weapon general or laser, but actually going to go there with USA. Probably going to do a Patriot. I would imagine a 5 ace is a pretty bad decision. You want to do a Patriot, and what you could even do is start building this, and then on like 90% or 60 or 70%, when this troop caller comes out, which is going to be the counter unit that Rob's going to make, then you could just cancel it and use your money to go for V's and do actually a no eco, which actually is looking a bit like it will be. First unit, pretty smart from Rob, because he actually worked out that he would be able to kill this dozer in time and stopped it just on 100%. That wouldn't have happened if you didn't move it through the war factory, and you do that by removing it straight away. So a real bad start now from Viking. Patriot didn't finish. V is super low, and loads of missile defenders dead, and he's doing a no eco, and Rob's on 2 supplies versus the 1 supply Vikings. This is a horrific start from Viking. Don't think he needed to be this aggressive, because now he's probably lost the game. I think he could have just played it pretty standard 2 supplies war factory barracks, and he probably would have won this with ease. But now this second wave of the no eco, only 1 rocket in there though, so this is going to do nothing. I think he's going to go for the dozer hunt, but I really don't recommend doing that, because even if you go for the dozer hunt, he's still at 1 left for a start. But now he's going to have no units and hardly any cash versus a nuke on 3 supplies, and he's just going to get out spammed with stuff unless he has the most insanely good micro. Another V going down. V's walking into red guard. V's probably going to, that V's really low, going to have to go back and repair, otherwise build a battle drone to repair. Some rockets going to evacuate and going to go inside the second V, which has a bit more HP, a little bit slow though to move. Meanwhile, Rob is truly on 3 supplies, boxing his dozer in that far left. Rocket is going to go down, going to get some shots off. Viking going to keep up the aggression. Yeah, he's going to kill a few trucks, and a missile defender in there is going to rank up. But Rob's got plenty of cash. He'll just rebuild them and chase this V away with a Battle Master. And if he's unlucky, if Viking's unlucky, something will come out of there. That's a bad evac, because it's just going to get run over without doing anything. We've got a V. It looks like he's going for the dozer, going to hit into the mines, it looks like, or very close to the mines. But either way, that's going to go down. We've got some action up here as well. We've got a GAT in the supply line in the left. Of course, he's done a no eco, and Rob doesn't know that, or hasn't worked it out. So, of course, you can't really tell, because Viking didn't do a proper no eco, which is 2 full Vs. He actually did some empty Vs and stuff, or 1 rocket or a few rockets in there, which is a little bit weird. And Viking is probably going to lose his first game, which is a real bad start for him. And judging by his level of play, I'm going to probably say that he's probably going to lose these games to Rob, unless he plays significantly better next game. It's going a little bit alright here. Again, letting these Vs go low, I don't think you need to, because you can just micro Vs back, unless the game's lagging, of course, and he's just been forced to walk stuff into there. But now these Battle Masters are going to get close, they're going to do splash damage, going to kill all that stuff. There's a troop crawler out, a GAT in the supply line, Battle Master going to take out that dozer, which I believe is his last. These Vs are going to go down or get chased away. Both of them very low. That one is like extremely low. Viking knows it's a good game and actually just quits. GG. Gonna jump into the second game then. Again, there's 5 replays there, but it may not go that long. We got a GLA Tox for Rob now in the north, and a Viking for GLA Demo. It's on quite a big map, so this may well turn out to be a bunkery style game. I think we've seen a few of them so far. Nothing majorly long. I think Dustin Rhodes and Cassard had a GLA mirror, and that went on pretty long, but it didn't go on that long. Got Viking. Looks like he is playing pretty standard. Same for Rob, as Barracks is a little bit slower, but therefore his second supply is actually going up. But actually, Vikings is going up pretty quick too. Would probably give the advantage to this south player because the worker starts there and the supply line's only there, so you've only got to move it from there to there, which is not very big at all. But on here, your worker starts there and you've got to walk all the way around your command center and build a supply there. Okay, so we got Rob actually going for 3 supplies. This is similar to what Asus did in some previous games. Can't remember exactly who he was against, but it's pretty much the same kind of thing. We got Viking just playing standard 2 supplies. We've got Rob doing an aggressive tunnel over here. Of course, he is the toxin, so he's going to be able to clear this if anything goes inside there. Viking actually done his research and knows there's a car there. Going to run over the worker. Going to render that pretty useless. There's no chance of a worker getting all the way across the map unless he drives a tech all the way there. Rob actually being a bit aggressive on this right side as well, whereas Viking playing quite defensive. Only this middle tunnel really. This car, because this tunnel had to be skipped because he's actually gone for 3 supplies, that's actually going to kill a load of workers, which kind of defeats the objective of going 3 supplies, because now he's going to be economically a little bit behind until all those workers get back out. But it's going to, you're talking $1,000 per supply to fully replenish it. That tunnel also needs finishing. A little bit of a mistake from Rob. That needs finishing ASAP, otherwise techs are going to come in and cause some super damage. This tech actually coming in and it's actually full of something. I'm going to guess it's full of terrorists. You don't want to evacuate right there, and that's exactly why, because the terrorist just walks into the worker. These terrorists though should kill everything, and they do. They kill absolutely everything, because a demo you only need 4. Rob in the meantime is going to come and kill a barracks, but that's a perfect start now for Viking. There's no way after doing that much damage you should be losing it. You just want to, at this point, just fill loads of techs with RPGs and to go straight into the base. I suppose Rob is tox though, so that might be a little bit more difficult. So Rob's going to take down the barracks to the hole. He's going to come over here and probably kill some workers. There's no tunnel there, which is a bit out of position. So some workers going to run away. I think 1 died. We've got some Scorps there with rockets going to chase them away, but Rob is at this point just buying time, because even though his stuff went down, he's actually on 3 supplies now already, so he's easily going to catch back up unless Viking expands, and Viking's floating like 3.5k, not really doing anything with it. So yeah, it's like a good terror attack, but that's pretty much it from Viking. He's going for another terror attack, but in the meantime I'd like to see him like spidering all over the map. Like, I want a tunnel over here, I want a tunnel here, I want tunnels on the right, I want to see oils captured and stuff, but he's doing none of that. He's not even making palace or 3rd supply or anything. He's just going for a bit of aggression. I think he thinks Rob is pretty far behind. I don't know if Viking even knows actually there's a 3rd supply there, so I think he's pretty confident that Rob won't have that much, but he is tox and he's got 2 tunnels up, going to be a 3rd, and that's going to be enough to defend all of this really. So Viking, rather than just going straight for the aggression, needs to be expanded and macaroing up. It's similar to the games where Bob's Lasagna played against someone. Did Bob's Lasagna actually play against Viking? I think he did. Well, now the tides have turned and Viking's actually doing the similar thing against Rob. Rob's not doing what he did in previous games on macroing out and stuff. Rob's actually managed to get a tunnel on the right side by the oil. I know the terrorist misplaced, going to go down to the toxin tunnel. You've got to be really careful when you evac. You want to evac like over here and hit there. Choose not to do that. Barracks is going to go down, so this will slow Rob down a little bit, but there's another barracks already on the way. Rob kind of predicted that, so well read by him. Rob at this point trying to hold on. Viking doing some good damage. Taking out some techs, probably going to take out this tunnel. It is going to probably finish. 2 RPGs are going to come out there, but they're going to go down pretty much straight away, I would imagine, as soon as a rocket replenishes on these Scorps. Splash damage will just kill both of them pretty easy. Rob has now got Scorps out because he's now rebuilt his war factory, of course. Rob actually going for a second war factory because he realizes he needs to catch up army-wise. Rob's third supply is going to go down. These toxin tunnels are going to help him out a lot. No oils captured from either player. Rob building a barracks over there, so I think he is planning on going for that. Some terrorists coming out, but they're going to go down to this quad that's out. He's mixed in a quad from Viking, which is really decent to see, because just Scorps alone have trouble versus rockets, so pretty good to see that. So going to see some more aggression from Viking. Going to go further forward. He's going to spot these toxin tunnels though, and two are going to be hard to break through. It's going to take down a few quads, a few Scorps and quads with him. Really bad pop from Rob. You've got to know when to take engagements, and that was not the time to take an engagement. You want to pop out of here and come back up the tunnels rather than just pop out of the tunnels when they're being attacked. Otherwise, the Scorps all clump up and they take damage together. Viking going to keep at the pressure, keep attacking. Nice little Scorp and tank battles we've got going on here. Viking is going to come out on top despite having the weaker Scorps, because of course Toxins ones deliver the Toxin shell as well. True Viking actually upgraded to 2 war factories. Not expanding behind this though. I think he's just keeping up the double war factory Scorp spam. He's just keeping that up. But right now would be a perfect time to like take some of the map control. Like the map control is basically his. All he has to do is just build some tunnels and maybe just clear out this right side. That is it. Of course you've got to clear out this side, but as soon as Rob gets them oils and the refinery, that's going to be a massive advantage for Rob. Viking going to keep up the aggression. So we've got a stream of units in their single formation. Going to go to this left side. Rob is going to spot this. You've got these RPGs here so they can see everything coming. They've got a big range. It's the biggest range of all the units and stuff there. This time Rob is going to evacuate from the other tunnel so he doesn't take damage on the left one when they pop out. Going to be a bit of an engagement. A bit of bad micro I think from Rob. He's just like charging all his Scorps in there, but he's going to fend him off nevertheless anyway. Rob building another toxin tunnel. Don't think you need that one. I just probably keep making Scorps and get these captures. This capture upgrade, but choosing not to do that. It's going to go a little bit quieter. Viking actually going to upgrade to a palace and finally getting his third supply. I would like to have seen that like 5 minutes ago though. That's a little bit late in my opinion. And Rob hasn't rebuilt his. He could have evacuated a worker from there and like sneakily rebuilt it there, or a worker just strolled down and just rebuilt it. Of course he doesn't know how much of the map Viking has, so he's got to be a little bit careful. So we've got a tech coming over here. I'm going to guess it's got 2 terrorists in there. Yeah, got 2 terrorists. He's going to be able to close that down and take back some land. Viking is choosing to get some land back himself by clearing that right tunnel. That's why he wasn't paying attention to that middle tunnel. Got Toxin Tractor going to continue north and hopefully clear that, but actually choosing not to. Viking now realised that Rob has actually got a tunnel around here. That's going to be super hard to clear, and also he's losing his oil and his refinery, so puts him at a massive disadvantage now. He is on a third supply, but he really needs to clear that. What I'd be doing is just massing up units, and you need to retake that. No matter what your losses, you need to go in and take that. Just overwhelm Rob before it gets out of hand, because now he's got a refinery. He's going to be able to make even more units at a cheaper rate, and he's also got Viking's oil. Rob choosing actually not to go for his oil, which is a little bit weird. He's got the rebels out, so I don't see why he can't do that. You can actually see there's pretty much nothing there. We've got Rob stopping some map control coming to Viking. Going to shut down a tunnel. Viking still on 3 supplies compared to Rob's 2. Rob is now building a palace. A little bit of a Scorp engagement, bit out of place those Scorps for Rob, and they're all going to go down pretty much. Was there like 2 or 3 there I think? Rob has really set himself in stone there with loads of tunnels. He's now getting his own oil and his own refinery. Of course capturing 2 refineries doesn't make any difference. Viking has actually sent a toxin tractor the whole long way around the map and actually got into the supply line of Rob without Rob reacting. What he could have done there was, once he got in and killed the workers, he could have done the contaminate, and if the contaminate is there long enough, it takes ages to clear, and all Rob's workers would have died as soon as they got rebuilt. Of course, toxin tunnels can't target a toxin tractor because a toxin tractor doesn't take damage from toxin, so it's a good unit to make versus toxin tunnels. Viking actually behind this, going for black market. Similar story to what he did against Bob Sasania, where he just macroed up and got a load of stuff. True Viking actually also got this reinforcement pad, but not the tunnels, not the turrets even. Rob creeping forward on the left, but really concreting in himself in on this section here, and it looks like Rob is actually going to go for his third supply again. I would like to see those RPGs, or one RPG put in there, gives him map control, because currently you can't see it. If you just put it over there, see if you can go inside it. You always want to be garrisoning every building possible on every map, usually. So we're going to see Rob now go for mass scorpions. Of course, he's got a refinery, he's got 2 oils, he's on 2 war factories, and he's toxin. This is what toxin is ultimate at, and it's producing scorps, loads of them. I'd like to also see Anthrax Gamma built by Toxin, because the Toxin shells then do 50% extra damage. One of the best upgrades in the game for the cash. True Viking actually going for a Scud launcher for the unit. I'm going to try and clear this. Actually the perfect choice, because it can fire all the way over this and hit there. I wonder if when that radiation building dies, does it produce radiation? I think it does, just a little bit. I don't think it puts the big splash all around. I'm just going to watch that. We've also got a tech coming in on the left.
A warrior has fallen.
So actually it's done a little patch of radiation. We've got all the workers dead there. We've got 2 rebels. Actually that's the ones that were capturing the stuff over there. We've got Robbery expanding and going for his third supply that died a while ago. Also going for a black market of his own. Viking got 2 black markets, but his workers have been killed on the left. And we've actually got a bus out of Rob. Of course, Viking is demo, which I prefer in this matchup, because you can build cheap demo traps at 200. You've got really good Scud launchers, and if you build an actual Scud, the building, then they're more powerful than any other in the game. Like damage-wise, they produce the most amount of damage. If he's going to kill this with units, not RPGs or something, he needs to attack with loads of units so he doesn't lose that much stuff. Because he's only attacking with a few units at a time, he's probably going to lose 1 or 2. He's actually lost 1 because there wasn't enough RPGs in there. Rob is looks like he's trying to put all his rockets back in the tunnel, which means he's probably going to be making another bus. Got both players with no worker shoes. Viking is making more black market, so he's ahead now by 3. But actually, excellent play by Viking. Actually managed to kill 1 oil, and he's going to take out the second one as well. So now he's just got the refineries to work out, to worry about. And then he's actually ahead in terms of black market, so he's ahead in terms of cash. But no worker shoes though. Actually, that one has mined out, and Rob hasn't mined out. Hence, he's collecting with 2 workers. That's the reason why he hasn't mined out. You always want to be collecting with like 6 or 7. Got Viking going to try and defend. A buggy's just going to run into Viking's army and going to go down. We've got another bus out like I predicted. That quad should go down. This quad should also go down. And I imagine this supply is even going to go down. Rob has got a load of units and got complete control of this side of the map. Actually garrisoning that building. I don't think I've ever seen that building fully healed. It looks a little bit weird. I don't think I've seen that building before. Pretty good. I wonder if you can actually go inside of that. I actually haven't seen that before. It's a nice, interesting thing. I don't know if you can put a terrorist inside of that. That'd be pretty interesting to know. Got a demo bike out of Viking. Of course, he's got the demo upgrade. We can see it's coloured in there, and actually going to kill the bus. Scud is going to land right in the bus, so actually another 1 or 2 hits and that'd go down, but the Scud is going to get sniped. Another black market is going to go up, and the Scud is actually recaptured and goes back in the tunnel. Vikings Jarman is now out as well. We've got another black market out of Rob, and he's actually creeping forward. Done a fake black market there, and a forward Marek's probably going to see some angry mobs. These scuds from Viking doing pretty good damage and paying for themselves. It's actually already killed an oil and I think one tunnel. Actually, the tunnel rebuilt itself, I think. But yeah, it's doing pretty good damage, forcing Rob to be aggressive and trying to close these tunnels down. Viking trying to be a little bit ambitious and build their supply long distance. Angry Mob mixed in with Scorps, but these demo bites are going to cause super damage, but actually didn't kill as much as I thought. I thought we were going to wipe out that army, but because the Angry Mob produces such large damage per second, actually closes down pretty much all of the demo bites without causing too much damage at all. Symphony is being captured, and that's the turret from Viking. Rob probably has the advantage still because he's now on a third supply. No worker shoes yet, but he's on a third supply. He's got a refinery and he's got control of more of the map, I would say, than Viking. Actually pretty close and pretty even. Got more buses out of Rob. We've got one down, one existing. Got Scorps, buggies and buses all mixed in. We've got another Angry Mob. It's looking pretty good ground wise for Rob because he's winning more engagements than he's losing. He's taking ground even after that horrific start where his supply and arms dealer got double terror attacked. Then he's actually doing pretty good. This scud is going to cause some super damage, going to kill both of them, and a demo bite's going to go down as well. We don't have any more black markets. Actually, black markets creeping forward for Viking. Actually got quite a few out there. We got Rob going for another black market, so now on 4 for Rob. We've got this Angry Mob though coming in, going to cause some damage, but going to go down to this scud that's just sitting back here, chilling, just launching things as the units fight the tunnel or fight a building. They're actually just going straight down. It looks like this one is on force fire, so Rob can't really go in here unless he's going to dodge this rocket. More black markets coming out of Rob, out of Viking rather. I'd like to see him protect these a little bit more, maybe a further forward tunnel. I know he's got this here anyway. A little bit of a bad ambush, I would say, from Rob. It's probably not going to kill anything apart from a couple of workers. The scud is going to completely mess up and not go in the tunnel. It's going to try and fight the ambush instead and actually go down for that. So a little bit sloppy there from both players, I think. I've got 2 tunnels trying to be built, but actually not finished. We've got another Angry Mob coming in. Majority of it's going to go down to the Scorp. The Scorp rocket hit right in the middle and killed loads of the stuff. We've got a Anthrax bomb out of Viking. That won't last very long though because his demo, his speciality is not tox. So that's going to kill what's there, but it's going to quickly dissolve. And Rob will be able to rebuild. So it's not actually that costly because it's just delaying him collecting a little tiny bit. Just needs to rebuild 5 workers, or actually just use these workers that he's got for free from his existing supply that's now sold out anyway. So the game's going to slow down a little bit. We actually got a sneak attack come out of Viking. See, the rebel ambush would have been good to save up and use in that situation. When all the units pop out, the rebel ambush pops and just kills them all while they're all bunched together. But instead, Rob kind of wasted it, I felt. Also, I'd prefer to actually see the bounty collection rather than ambush anyway, to be honest. I think it's better than a few rebels. You get 20% of the value of the enemy's stuff, so like you kill a quad with 700, 20% of that, at the top of my head, what is it, 140 I think, if you kill a quad with 700. Of course it's a little bit more because Toxin's quads are actually 750, so you get a little bit more. It's far better than just having a few rebels on the field, I feel anyway, because you get that over the course of the whole game and you're killing units the whole game, so it's constantly 20% income of what you kill, so it's pretty decent. Angry Mob going to kill 1 unit before going down. Just mix quads in again to kill infantry. Going to push forward. This has actually been evac'd, not quite sure why. It should have the range to attack there. I think sometimes it bugs though and you've got to actually click on it and click on the unit to attack it. True Viking actually claiming some ground back, continuing the black market spam, but so is Rob. Rob's probably keeping up there with it, just maybe a little bit behind, but he's got the refinery as well, so it's still pretty even. Apart from Rob is on a third supply, but he still hasn't rebuilt the workers from the anthrax bomb. So we're going to see a few buildings go down. We're going to see a few units go down as well, and these buggies, as long as they go back now, yeah, they should pop out back now and take out something before it can escape. We're going to see a sneak attack, and it's actually going to go down. What Viking should have done was evacuated it there, and it would have killed it, because the bike explodes and the terrorist blows up as well, so it would have died in one shot. Instead he sacrificed the radar van, pressed I on it, and it explodes. But this anthrax bomb killed a load of stuff, and it's going to remain there for ages, and Viking isn't going to be able to produce stuff for ages. They're going to lose HP straight away, so he needs to get him straight in the tunnel. As long as he gets Scorps in the tunnel, yeah, quads go down a little bit quicker, and buggies go down instantly, pretty much. Got another black market coming out of Viking now. A little bit defensive out of Viking. He's not branching forward when he could easily be doing tunnels up here. He's actually just keeping enclosed and cocooned in his base. We've got a demo rebel ambush there. It's actually going to kill half the command center and a black market, so pretty decent for Viking. Killing one black market, keeping Rob's numbers down and building him up himself. So he's actually doing not a bad job, actually. Holding on nicely. More angry mobs out of Rob. I'd like to see Rob expand and get that, because he easily can do. He's got the cash, he's got the vision, so he knows there's nothing there. He could easily be collecting that, and you're pretty safe if you tuck behind there, just to do maybe a tunnel there, and you're pretty safe. So the game's going to slow down quite a bit. We've got buggy action on the left this time. Only 3 buggies out. Going to take out a Scorp. Line of Scorps coming out of Viking. Going to go north. Going to go into a little bit of like a concave of stuff. It's not the best engagement. Got some demo bikes to back that up. We've got 1 buggy out as well. Don't particularly like buggies for demo or tox, actually, because they're expensive, more expensive than like stealth and standard GLA. So I actually prefer to see other units like demo bikes, like the rebel ambush and Scorps and stuff. Yeah, no super weapon out of either player as of yet. Rob has got the majority of map control by far, and actually you managed to clear the center, so Viking actually hasn't got much vision at all. Where is the sneak attack? It's Rob's sneak attack again. Going to go down there way too close to units. These buggies are actually going to continue to do damage, snapping away at these, chipping away rather at these tunnels. Going to push them back. We've got a rebel ambush, toxin rebel ambush. We're going to go down way too quick. Rob's done 2 of them that are pretty bad now. Could have used them at different times. These this attack down the left is actually retreated and come back to help defend. Meanwhile, these buggies are going to continue to chip away. Rob has now expanded to a 4th supply, but it actually will be now his 2nd, because actually it's only 1 rather. That's the only supply for both the players. Still no worker shoes from either player, actually. Of course, a Viking it isn't much use now because he's run out of supplies. I think they do. Do they run a little bit faster? I'm not 100% on top of my head. I don't know if they run a little bit quicker. But after you make the upgrade, Wildhide told me that they don't say I need some new shoes anymore. They change the sound and they don't actually say that anymore. It's pretty interesting to know. So we've got a Tox bomb gone off there. Not sure whose that is. That's actually Vikings, we can tell because of the colour of the toxin. Viking going to push forward. Going to be greeted by 2 toxin tunnels though in the perfect positions, and buses in there. Some toxin Scorps are in there. The bus is actually going to do a load of damage, then escape and reheal and just keep coming out and going back in. Perfect by Rob. Pretty perfect anyway. Don't think I've seen any demo tracks out of a Viking apart from that one there in the base, but no like out forward and in wide open areas, because they'd be great at taking down buses for very cheap amounts. Another black market coming down. So Viking actually trying to win by like the war of attrition, wear the enemy down. It's got quite a healthy number of black markets. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12 roughly versus 1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on, we counted that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what is it? 12 against 8. So Viking winning that, but of course, Rob even has got the refinery. So and the only supply left on the map, which is actually Vikings. So still pretty even, but Viking winning black markets wise. We've got a Tox bomb coming. I actually thought he was going to land there to defend this, but actually not. It looks like it's going to go for here. So he's actually lured the enemy out with the sneak attack and then going to drop the Tox bomb. Going to kill a load of stuff unless he's responding straight away. Going to respond straight away, but he's going to lose probably 1 unit. The quad is going to go down, but it's going to stop him producing any weak units anyway. It's like buggies, quads. He can only make Scorps really. Going to try and push out, going to try and take down a tunnel. So this is going on quite a long game. We're on 27 minutes already, quite a long GLA mirror. No Scud Storm out apart from there. Rob is now building one. I imagine when that launches it may cause Viking some big problems. If you're ever unsure what to hit first, the super weapon with a Scud, always hit the palace because it causes GLA massive problems. Can't build black markets, can't build buses, can't build buggies. It causes big problems and takes ages to rebuild as well, so that's a good hit. Of course, also there it's going to be a nice hit because you get loads of black markets there, whereas Rob's are more spread out. Rebel ambush, pretty bad again. I don't think he killed any units, so we're just going to get run over. So I think he needs to learn his timing with that if he's going to do some serious damage. We've got another palace coming out of Viking. Really weird. He's playing a turtle game, just turtling it up with a second palace. Probably like to see a third arms dealer rather than a palace if he's actually got that much cash, or just more units, because palaces can't win you games, but units can win you games. Units win you games. End of story. So yeah, I'd prefer to see more units rather than a defensive structure built. So Viking is going to push out. He's going to take down a tunnel in the centre, take a little bit of ground back. He is slowly claiming ground a little bit. Got another black market on the way. His palace is almost finished. The second one, it's on nearly 60%. We've got a second Scud coming out of Rob. Probably what I'd like to see out of Viking actually. Instead of that palace, you could have saved for a Scud. You could have saved for more black markets. But that palace actually isn't probably going to achieve much. It's just a defensive structure. Because Viking hasn't got enough units or enough tunnels over here to defend, he's forced to sell some black markets. That's completely a complete waste of building them there. Only one tunnel left, and this angry mob is going to cause some big damage. They have actually got the angry mob upgrade, the AK-47s. Loads of units go down super easy there. I don't know what they went down to so easy. I think it was that bus and the Jarman. This angry mob going to cause some big damage, and he's just kill these two holes, and then he can start working on these black markets. Maybe even take on this tunnel, but a load of units going to pop out. That's probably going to finish the angry mob. Shame they couldn't just finish off those two things. A little bit slow. We've got a Scud finally out of Viking, but I think it's too late. I don't know if he spotted these. He might have spotted that one. But it might be too late, because usually the first player to build it, which has got 3 minutes, it's going to launch. It's going to cause Vikings some big problems. So we'll see how this pans out. We've got another sneak attack. I think it has appeared there on the map. Of course, the toxin tunnel is going to automatically be firing, so all these units that popped out are going to take a little bit of damage from that, and they're going to go down pretty easy to bus. And toxin tunnels all round, so it pretty much went out. But what I think Viking did there was press I on all his units, and he detonated them, and has actually cancelled out that scud. So that's actually stopped building for a second. It's been on 24% for ages. And now this one actually might be able to fire first, depending on how quick that one rebuilds. It probably won't be able to rebuild that quick, because I think that worker's going to die. Yeah, it's going to die from its own toxin. And Viking actually going to delay him even further in rebuilding them, because he's dropped his own tox bomb. So it's going to cause some problems. We've got another sneak attack coming out now. It's actually in the centre for Rob. He's going to rebuild it where he lost his tunnel earlier. Rob's now going to spot that this scud is trying to get up, and he's going to be trying to cancel that. You don't want to be letting a scud launch on you, especially first in Julet Mirror. He's going to try and stop that. I suppose this palace is going to pay off a little bit. It's causing a little bit of problems. There's only one RPG in there, so it's not too bad. Jarman is just going to escape despite the anthrax there. On a very low HP. Again a rebel ambush. And again pretty useless. I think there was 8 rebels there. It's not the full 16 that you can invest in. I think it was 8, but went down pretty quick without killing anything, I don't think. So again, a little bit useless from Rob. The ambush. Still no worker shoes out of Rob. He could be collecting this way quicker. That could be mined out now, and he could have it all in the bank. And have built a load more black markets and a load more scuds, but actually choosing not to do that. I think he's forgot about it, or maybe underestimates it. This tunnel is going to go down, the sneak attack, but there's more tunnels being built around it, so not that much use. We've got another black market here. Rob has got pretty dominant map control. We can see he's got an anthrax bomb coming out again, which is going to cause Vikings some production problems and probably kill a little bit of stuff. So with the tox bomb coming down, going to kill one worker so far, and these scorps that come out are going to take a bit of damage as well. Hopefully Viking is paying attention. He's going to put them inside the tunnel. So he does that pretty good. We've got another arms dealer coming out of Viking finally. Now he's got enough black markets to hopefully keep up the production. Should have enough to produce out of 3, maybe even 4. Especially if you had the bounty, you could produce out of 4 and hopefully overrun Rob before all these scuds launch. Got another black market coming out of Rob, so Rob is probably keeping up there with the black markets. Bearing in mind Viking had to sell a load on this left side. So this scud here is going to probably be the one to launch first in this game. I imagine Viking's going to remember that that's the first one to be built, and that's going to target that first. I think the demo one can take that down to the hole, because it's not, even when it is fortified rather, it should be able to take it out. We've got a bit of an engagement here. Some units going to go back, a little bit campy this game, but on the left side we're going to see another attack. This bunker though is perfect, got loads of HP. I'm going to send this army back. These toxin tunnels and the anthrax gamma that Rob has got is going to cause more problems for Viking. Viking now on 3 war factories, spamming loads of scorps. Rob going to do another aggressive sneak attack, but I think it's just a decoy, just to distract the fire of the scorps and just to hold him back a little bit. It's going to be interesting to see who wins this one. Rob is going out all out aggression with the angry mobs. Some buggies from long distance going to take out some scorps, which is what they're perfect at doing. And we do see a rebel ambush take out that whole army. That's how imbalanced and overpowered that demo rebel ambush is. It can just level whole armies. Even just the 4 by themselves can just obliterate whole armies. So good idea by Viking to use that. loads of Scorps now at Viking, because he's chosen to upgrade to 3. I'd like to see more upgrades out of Viking actually. I'd like to see him get the rocket upgrade and the repair upgrade, because these Scorps are going to be a lot better with all them. He's going to push forward with a load of Scorps, going to be greeted by 3 and some RPGs and get pushed back just a little bit. We've got another angry mob. I think these angry mobs are better in bigger numbers rather than just the odd one, because the odd one can just go down to even 1 tunnel. But if you've got a load attacking like one there, one there, one there, one there, all attacking in a big circle all around, then they can get in and destroy like an entire base if allowed to. Going to see a few more angry mobs this time. We're going to see how effective these are going to be. It depends how much units come to help this, and actually a load are going to come and help. Another rebel ambush out of Rob. He killed 1 unit that time and damaged 1 other. Bit of a Scorp engagement. Loads of Scorps gone down. Loads of scrap collected. But Viking is going to clear up most of this attack. Another wave of angry mobs coming in. Rob has been relentless with these angry mobs, just keep sending them towards the enemy. I think this is going to drop a tox bomb, probably there, and it is. It's going to cut off the angry mob attack for a little bit at least. So both players got super weapons. Rob's still on 2, not building anymore, I don't think. No, not building anymore. He's still on his refinery. I don't know if Viking is still remembering that refinery is up. No repair upgrades. These Scorps are going to go down pretty easily and not be able to repair. Viking is going to push forward. He has got his own Scud now, so the question is, where is he going to shoot? Is he going to try and take down the super weapon, or is he going to aim here and try and take down the production so he can overwhelm his opponent with his own unit spam? So where is it going to attack? I'm going to guess that it's going to go here, but it might not. I may be wrong. It may go on that one. Where is it going to hit? Where is it going to hit? I don't know if I'm being a little bit blind, but I can't see exactly where that has hit. Did it attack this right side and clear that? I think it may have done. Can't believe I missed that. I usually shouldn't be able to miss a super weapon. I think he cleared this left side, which is a little bit odd. Sorry that we missed that. I'm just really confused. I was looking at the primary targets where it should have hit, and I think it's actually hit this left side and cleared this. Maybe Viking's planning on doing a big attack and going in this left side, but a sneak is going to get back up, and there's another tunnel there in the top right of our screen. Going to be building. We've got angry mobs and stuff, so this is going to be pretty well held by Rob, so a little bit strange. So we're going to see Rob's Scud actually get up now, and his is going to launch. I imagine he's probably going to launch there, but we will see. It won't be enough to take down that Scud because it's got. It's going to choose the black markets. What a good hit, really. I think he's killed like 6 there and damaged 2 others, so a super good hit. That's Viking only on 4, 5, 6, 7 black markets now against Rob's 2 Scuds and probably like 14 black markets. Not going to do another count, but we can assume there's around 14 now. This is looking increasingly better for Rob as time goes by. He's got loads of money, he's got more super weapons, he's got a refinery, he's got angry mob attack, keep coming. Rebel ambush on angry mobs, going to kill a load of that, but actually a load of it's going to survive. We've got a load of dead bodies there, actually going to sink into the ground. Another Scud is going to hit there and close down Viking's production. So this is looking super bad for Rob, for Viking rather, and Rob is probably going to be taking this game. Even after that horrific start, where you remember a terrorist tech actually got in there and killed all that stuff, Rob has managed to turn it around and bring this back. So well played by him. It's looking ever increasingly like he's going to take it. Of course, in 2 minutes and 10 seconds, or 2 minutes 5 seconds now, Viking's going to be able to launch that Scud again, so it may turn the tide again, but I think Rob has just got too much and just spread too far over the map now. Also, these attacks that Rob is doing are very inefficient. He's like just driving straight into a tunnel Scorps and a Palace. You want to be like chipping away at the enemy where you can. I suppose he's using that as a distraction and getting in with the bus. He's actually done a pretty good job. But yeah, Viking manages to lose that.
You are victorious.
So yeah, well played to Rob. Quite a long game, that 41 minutes and 45 seconds for GLA Maris. That's 2-0 to Rob. I'm going to jump into this third game and see who wins this one. So we've got Rob in the USA, Viking USA, so it's a USA mirror. They've actually chosen random and luckily drawn a fair matchup in mirror. So we're going to see who wins this one. Of course, there's always 5 replays there, but whether some of them are fakes or not, it's for you to find out. It's got Rob going for quick barracks, Viking actually going for 2 supplies. He's probably going to do War Factory barracks, or maybe just War Factory first, hold off against Rob's drop, and if you hold off against the drop pretty successfully, then you should be on for a win. You're going to see actually 2 barracks outside of Rob. Not a massive fan of this build order. I've done it in the past and learned from my experience. If the enemy gets a number of Vs, it requires superb micro map awareness. A lot harder than just making Vs. So Rob's actually setting himself up for a hard game by doing this. This drop is going to come out. I imagine it's going to land here like we've seen in previous games, and it's going to try and laser lock or just actually go inside that building and deny the capture. Sorry, the collection from Viking. He's actually going to drop it. Where is he going to drop it? I think he's going to drop it there, but this V is going to be too quick, and that's the all of them are going to get run over nice and easy for Viking. And if that was me and I was the blue player now, and I just run over that, I'd be 100% in my mind I'm about to win this game. So it's looking super bad for Rob. Bad build order and a bad drop. What you should have done was just drop there and go inside there, and it would have been a massive advantage. But now it's super hard for him. He's going to go for another drop. Not only is that like wasted Chinook time that's gone all the way over here and then had to fly all the way backwards, achieving nothing. It's not been collecting. He's going to go for a second drop, and again this Chinook isn't collecting. He's on 1 supply only, and these Vs, or 1 V rather, is going to come in, and Rob's going to have to be paying attention at home. He's going to need to laser lock it before the V gets in and just runs a load of stuff over or just takes him out. Rob actually going for both oils, which could work out nicely. Viking actually going to spot it though and going to try and shut it down. These need to evac, need to get 1 in there, and the rest need to laser lock some stuff. But are they going to get run over again? That's the question. No, it's actually pretty decent hold by Rob. I think Viking could have probably gone in a little bit quicker and run him over. Viking actually managed to get in the supply line. He's going to put a rocket in there, I would imagine. He needs to anyway, and it will stop that collecting. So then he has to collect a long distance from over here. Rob actually doing a war factory right in the back of his base. Don't know if I would have made a second supply instead. But he's chosen to go for the war factory. And a drop by Rob is going to come here. He's going to probably laser lock the dozer first, I would imagine. Yeah, he's going to laser lock the dozer. This Viking V is going to kill the dozer probably. Dozer's going to escape through this narrow gap. Actually goes part of the way through the supply. And Viking just tucking his thing in the back. 2 Chinooks, it looks like, have gone down. Rob again capturing this area for the from the enemy. This V in the back is going to cause some damage to the Chinook. It's actually picked up the dozer. That was a horrific mistake from Rob. The dozer was actually already safe, but he came and picked it up, and then it got shot down by the TOV V. Of course, the TOV V missile upgrade just appeared when a Viking upgraded it, but yeah, as soon as you see it getting shot down, you want to move it instantly. Rob going to try and clear this up, but he's on 1 supply against 2. This oil of his is going to go down soon, and it looks like Viking's going to capture his oil back. Meanwhile, loads of TOVs out, so this is going to be pretty hard for Rob. A drop going to come in, going to go for probably the second dozer. Yeah, it's going to make Viking a little bit angry though, and probably go for all out spamming units now. Going to take down Chinook as well, so a pretty good laser lock. Those V's still sat there in the corner doing nothing. Loads of these missile defenders are going to go down. They're probably all going to go down actually. But Viking now is going to be forced to just make Vs and rockets and just go for all-out aggression. He's just going to be 100% focusing on micro rather than base building and stuff. So sometimes it actually can work to your disadvantage without even knowing it, because now Viking's just going to go out all-out aggression, like I said, and just focusing on his units. And he's already doing pretty well with loads of Vs, and he's on 2 supplies against 1. 2 Chinooks for Rob are damaged, and this supply is actually going to get captured. He's going to be forced to sell, and that's actually, he's got no dozer left either, so he can't actually collect anymore. He's only got an oil which has gone down, and he had a second oil which has actually been captured back. So this is Vikings game in the bag, it looks like. Rob can't collect any more cash unless he gets the oils back. Super well played by Viking. Only had to play standard really, and just ran over a few drops and stopped a few drops from coming in. These Vs need to move on or start an attack or something that's going to get picked off. One's going to go down, one is low. Got some flashbangs out, can't see quite who they are off. Actually looks like Vikings got the flashbangs. It's pretty nice to see, and actually it kicks me out, but we can see Rob GG'd there, and Viking going to take that. So we're going to jump into the 4th game. So bear in mind, Rob only needs to win 1 more. Viking needs to win 2 in a row. If he's going to bring this back, he's already 1 game towards winning 3 in a row, but he needs to win the next 2 as well. He's got a good army for it. Stealth versus super weapons, so there's no reason why he can't do that. Stealth should always beat super weapon, especially on like this map. Oh, it's got a high win percentage anyway, because such a strong army against such a weak army here has to make expensive Vs, so it's looking pretty good for Viking to make this an equalizer. He's going to go for oil, he's going to go for 2 supplies. Looks like he's going to, that's a little bit far for a start, a little bit far away. Going to send a second worker over. I'm probably going to see a tunnel, probably like there. We're going to see stealth rebels out of Viking, going for mass capture. This is similar to how he played against Bob's Lasagna, if you remember that. Which this is pretty good, but you've got to have pretty rock solid defense while you're doing this. And this over here is not rock solid defense. Rob actually trying to do a little bit of a... Oh, sorry, Viking actually trying to do a little bit of a barricade and trying to stop this dozer getting in by building barracks around it, and actually doing pretty well. Not actually seen that before, I don't think. And actually going to work as well, so well played by Viking, nice one. We've got a load of RPGs out there, and as soon as these oils get captured, that's going to catapult Viking up into the mid to late game. Rob should see that this oil is going to be captured. Rob actually dropping off his dozer. I want to see that collecting ASAP, so it's not delayed for too long, like we've seen too many times before. A rocket going to go in there. It's going to probably get a little bit of damage off to this rebel, and it's also going to scout the rebel, but the rebel should be able to capture it in time. But though it's going to alert these Vs, and these Vs should come over there. Rob actually choosing to go for a drop on him. And may be able to stop it. I think they will be able to if they evacuate straight away. Yeah, they're going to stop it. So unfortunate for Viking, but he does get a tower and a oil of his own. But he should be getting that refinery next. I don't think going for 1 oil is particularly worth it. He needs to probably get 2 to have done that build order, because now he's a little bit behind. He's got no techs out. That Terracar is going to go down. Actually going to get disabled by the EMP. We've got Rob with V's out. Quite a lot of missile defenders in there. Got 3 and a 2. This EMP is pretty nice on the left. It gives you real good defense. Probably would have been better to do it maybe there, because then it blocks off this whole section here, and a load of this bit as well. So doing it a little bit further back. But I mean, we're just picking up on small things though. That's not too bad at all. Rob going to go forward, find his stealth tunnel, needs to move them Vs because he's going to get shot at from this tower. And if if the V's go close to this tower, actually, they can actually just kill it because they go with him in the minimum range, and the tower can't fire. Rob is not paying attention at all, and just going to probably, if that tower's still focused on that one now, it's probably going to hit the second one. Yeah, it is. Going to kill it. So a little bit bad from Rob. Rob should have gone up close to it and just killed it because he'd already taken a bit of damage. Instead, choosing to go back, and in the meantime, Viking is actually doing a massive tech RPG. 2 full techs, it looks like. But loads of them are going to go down, and they're going to go down to Rangers, and if not, going to go down to the ambulance. So all of them are going to get cleared up. Bit of a waste by Viking. Viking not expanding to his third supply, floating 4k. No spidering out and getting tunnels and stuff, which if you're going to compete at like a top level, you need to see loads of tunnels all over the map doing multiple things at the same time, and he's actually just floating a load of cash and not doing much else. Going to go for a palace, but I mean, if Rob just amasses enough Vs like we've seen Herb against Asus, you just send a load of Vs down the center of the map, and if you haven't got enough units out to defend it, which he's only got 5 units in there, 2 of them are vehicles, then GLA can just go down right there. So let's see what happens. He's going to go and find a tunnel. Not a lot of our missile defenders in there, actually, considering they can hold 5. There's only 1, 2, and 3 in there. If a load of quads had popped out then all of them Vs would have gone down. So gonna see a dozer hunt come out, but I don't think Viking realizes that there is actually a command center already up. So Viking is probably going to play super defensive now and thinks that he's probably dozer hunted his opponent, but actually there's this command center up, and I'm pretty sure Viking has no clue about it. So probably going to see him like make a few more tunnels now, make some defense. You're going to get in that palace, I would imagine. Another tunnel going up there. No 6 workers and no 6 workers there, making another tunnel. So I think he's pretty confident that he's done this, but actually he hasn't dozer hunted. And if I was Rob, to be honest, I'd just not even make the second dozer. I'd just keep spamming units, unless he plans on expanding to this third supply. Viking actually going to get that oil in the end. Viking's still setting himself in, ready for the defense that he thinks is going to be needed. We've got a terror tech, a stealth rebel going in the palace. A little bit strange. Terror tech's actually going to get a 5th terrorist, so it'll be interesting to see what he goes for. He just wants to kill as much stuff as possible because he thinks the enemy's got no dozer, but he might have a nasty surprise when he finds this command center in the back. He's going to be severely disappointed. Viking actually going for a black market. I'd probably like to see. Yeah, he has expanded. I want to see like 2. He's going to be a little bit disappointed here to find a second or third dozer. He's going to try and dozer hunt it because he thinks that is the last dozer this time for real, but it's actually not. He's probably going to get it as well, and he's probably going to think he's got it, but he hasn't, and he hasn't. He can only see up to there, so he can't see that there's a command center there. So I'm pretty sure he. Yeah, you see he's making a second black market, but what you want to be doing is making more units than buildings. I think this has been his downfall throughout this, making too many buildings and not enough units. So we've got 2 buggies out, but you could have potentially like 4 out. I want to see worker shoes as well, because he can collect that quite a bit quicker. See what I mean about the V's being able to push now, because there's only 2 buggies in there. Actually, it's full of units, but only 2 buggies. It's going to be slow to clear these, and these V's are going to cause him big problems. Rob actually building 2 dozers. I don't think you need that many. I suppose he has got his refinery and oil though, so he has got enough cash. I want to see that captured though, because that's been clear for a while. Should be no reason why Rob can't win this. Just spam the MPs around, just spider out and get loads of cash. Vikings buggies are going to go down, not paying attention at all, even after they were getting attacked and unit lost, still let the third one go down. So a little, in fact very slow from Viking to react. Still making loads of black markets. Seems to be Viking's speciality, just making black markets, but not branching out and taking map control. You can't win a game without a load of map control, so he's like taking the odd part. I suppose he's taking this left, but I don't think it's enough. And also he knows there's an EMP here, so any attack is going to be pretty useless. I imagine he's going to make terrorists or an angry mob from there. but loads of V's out from Rob, which you need buggies and quads to deal with this, not loads of black markets. Buggies and quads are the answer to winning this game. We've got one buggy out, but a load of them did die to a previous engagement where he wasn't paying attention. We've got a supply on the right side coming up from Vikings. He's going to be on 3 supplies now. He's also on his oil. He is now going to spot the command center, I would imagine. Yeah, he has spotted it, so he's going to be pretty disappointed. He might have seen it anyway, actually, from that. I think that I can see it anyway, yeah. Nice hit, because he's got 4 RPGs in there. You don't ever expect to be a massive amount in there. Auroras are now out, so that's going to be super hard to deal with. Going to take out that, and now these V's are going to be able to clear up everything here. All of this is XP, so it's going to be giving him like A10 missiles, Spectre and stuff. Buggies are going to come in. We've got a super weapon out of Rob, so this is going to be pretty hard. Viking, that only takes 4 minutes to launch, and he can just hit like there, all in one swoop. Even this left side, all them black markets that he's building could be of no use. I would prefer to see him being more aggressive against super weapon, because he should be stealth should be beating super weapon. Like I said, with the general's promotions, Spectre is now ready and actually going to do some big damage. Is it going to take down that supply as well? Yeah, to the hull, and taking down the black market completely. So big hit from Rob on Viking. On this right side we've got some buggies and quads. This is a nice combo. Love to see this, and it's going to be a good attack, but at the same time V's going to go down the centre, but actually going to turn back. I think he spotted it. Yeah, he has spotted it. I can see a Burton on the map. We've got a Burton there. Burton's good for killing buggies. A massive Aurora shot going to kill loads of quads. This is suddenly looking real bad for Viking. Lost loads of quads there. Now going to come in with the Aurora. So if he popped anything out, that would have all gone down. Very smart from Rob. One V going to go down, but buggy's going to go down. The tunnel's going to go down. This building should go down. I imagine he's going to use the Auroras to clear that. Just brute force rather than like flashbangs. Just use the Auroras to cause severe damage. Buggy's going to come and chase this away, but if Rob's quick, he should move him out of the way. Not going to be quick enough, and actually going to lose a V. I don't know where he's paying attention to. I think he's looking at his Auroras. V's going to charge forward, but they should always go down to the buggies. Aurora's going to come in and kill 2 black markets, built them too close together, and this is looking a bit rocky for Viking now. Looking pretty good for Rob though. Still got his search and destroy up. He's got more EMPs up, which is super hard to break through. Rob's got these towers. He's got Auroras to break up any massive army from Viking. Viking is now choosing to go for his second arms dealer, but I think it's a little bit too late. He needed to build that rather than all them black markets. You can build them black markets in the meantime, but you want 2 war factories first if you're stealth against super weapon. That's my strategy or idea against super weapon anyway. Going to see a quad go forward here. Going to try and harass this. Might actually take that out if he does enough damage to it. It's very low already. Just going to go out of range, and the V's actually going to clear that up and actually get Vet 3. Loads of Auroras coming out of Rob now. Going to see him probably triple hit this, which is going to be a nice explosion actually. Actually choosing to go back. I was waiting for a nice explosion there. Auroras have actually gone back. Probably waiting to come in. He's got them labelled on 2, 3 and 4, so he's going to do a multiple hit, I would imagine. Main army is on 1. Got a Spectre coming in again while Viking is distracted elsewhere. Spectre's going to kill another black market, so keeping the black market numbers down. Now we've got the Auroras coming in. The Auroras actually focused on the quads, I think, so actually attacked a little bit behind it. Going to see more Auroras come in and actually go for that tunnel. The tunnel's not going to go down, I don't think. it's down to even the hole. These are stealth now. You can see they're partly invisible, so They can't be seen unless they shoot. Gonna see a super weapon out and gonna clear up loads of stuff. I think that was 2 black markets, was it? I think, and a supply is gonna go down as well, and a tunnel I think went down. So a massive hit on Viking. Would like to see actually the oil in the refinery go down. That'll probably be a good next hit. Going to see these quads and buggies on the right side. I think these two players are evenly matched. I just think Rob has a slight edge and slowly taking the game from Viking. Loaded buggy's going to come in, take out one V super quick. The second V is very low, probably going to go down I would imagine. Aurora's going to come in and clear up a load of quads. Well, that buggy is finally going to go down. Sorry, that V is going to finally go down. We've got a burn come in, killing loads of buggies, and a laser lock as well, so quite a few units on both sides going down there. Got more supply drop zones, another super weapon. We've still got 3 Auroras. So bear in mind, Vikings still can't do any like big attacks. Best way to probably counter this, the Auroras, is to probably try and get some technicals or stealth bikes, rally them over here and just try and get in. Maybe try and go over the mountains with bikes and stuff. Try and park like there, and as soon as the Auroras land, you can take them out. A Rebel ambush can also do that as well. So probably buy like the 4 rebels rather than like the full 8 or 16. One of these Auroras might go down now actually no, going to survive, but super damage done to the GLA. So achieve their purpose. Viking is still spamming their black markets, actually managing to keep up despite there being super weapons and Auroras on the field. But I think the more it's alright building them, but the super weapons are just going to keep attacking and it's just free kills. So I still think super weapon is going to take this. Spectre going to come in for like a 3rd or 4th time now and take out another black market. Quad's going to pop on this right side and try and take out some V's. Going to succeed in taking out one. Second one is going to go down with help from the buggy. We're going to see probably a leaflet drop. Fuel air bomb actually. Going to take down their supply to the hole. Oh, and the A10 comes and finishes off the hole. So perfect timing from both of them. And now here's the Aurora. Super good hit, cancels the supply. At least I don't think Viking cancelled it in time. I think it got cancelled. We've got Worker Shoes coming out now. He's only on 1 supply though now. Yeah, on that left side, only on 1 supply. So his income is going to be a little bit slower. He's got a nice amount of black markets out, but these Scuds and these super weapons on Aurora is just going to keep the numbers down dramatically. Rob's still on a oil and a refinery. So it's Viking. The Auroras could be taking out this stuff and it'd slow Viking down quite a bit. We're going to see the reinforcement pad drop off a load of Tomahawks, which is actually going to cause some good damage. Going to clear this tunnel on the left side. They've got no observers this game. That's a shame. The tunnel just finishes and the Aurora comes and cleans it up. That's a waste of 800. More XP for Rob, although I think he's already rank 5. That Aurora is going to eventually go down, and the second one very nearly going down. These Tomahawks actually proving very well to be decent units. I think as soon as this quad fires though, these 3 are going to fire and that quad's going to go down. Yeah, pretty sure. It was probably better going closer and then firing because the Tomahawks have a minimum range as well, so game slowing down just a little tiny bit. More super weapons come in. One is ready. It's gonna launch now probably because Rob has just scanned. He's just used the drone to see. He's used the USA scan ability now. It's gonna launch. Probably start with the palace. I would, yeah. It's gonna start with the palace. It's gonna go for the black market and then the arms dealer. It's gonna kill all of it probably. Unlucky for him though, not actually finish the palace. Didn't wait long enough on the palace and spent too long on the arms dealer. It just comes down to like experience if you're using it, knowing how long it'll take to do damage to a building. Aurora is going to come in, and where is that going to go to? It's going to actually try and finish the palace. It's going to succeed, but is it going to go down to the Stinger? Yeah, because he's not actually got the countermeasure. It's going to go down pretty easy. Yeah, no countermeasure upgrade. Quads here actually going to take down Chinooks, so good hits from Viking. Another Spectre is going to come in. I wonder if he's got the increased level Spectre now, because it's actually having time to take down the second one as well. Actually going to go down just in time. Leaves the black market on like 5 HP. So the game is balancing out a little tiny bit, but I think these super weapons are still going to tip the balance. That's pretty much Viking out of production now. He can't make any more vehicles. He's going to rebuild one there, but there's going to be another one ready in 2 minutes and 14 seconds, and another 30 seconds after that, so it's looking pretty bad. Need to keep your unit production up as a Viking, especially if he's going to break through like these EMPs and stuff. And this fire base, actually, because that's stealth, it actually could just walk all the way through. But there's loads of V's ready. 2 of them nearly full. We've got Pathfinders out. This supply's still not being collected. We've got Viking trying to push forward and clear this, but yeah, what a hit. They killed all them buggies. What a massive loss for Viking there. Viking got a few units left in the tunnel. Tunnel's going to go down now to Rob. Got to remember, if Rob wins this game, he's going to go through and win this actual match and go through to the next round, where he will face off next against Trapper. Yeah, he'll face off against Trapper. I will face off against Cassard in the 3rd round. If I beat Cassard and Trapper beats Rob, then me and Trapper will face off in the semi-finals. Or if Rob beats Trapper, then I may face off against Rob in the semi-finals. But it's looking more and more convincing like Rob is going to take this game. Pushing forward, clearing up buildings. He can even afford to throw away V's at this point. He's got the refineries. These are cheap anyway. He's got 8k. He's got loads of super weapons. He's got supply drop zones. This is looking super good for Rob. Rob's going to clean up more stuff, clean up some technicals, clean up barracks. Going for the palace now. Palace actually trying to be rebuilt. It's not going to finish though. A Viking needed to cancel that. I don't know if he did. He's actually floating 8, nearly 9k. He's building another palace on the left, and Viking actually throws in the towel, and GG. Rob takes the match 3-1. So I hope you enjoyed those games. Pretty well played by Rob, and he'll now go on to face Trapper, like I said. So yeah, GG. Hope you enjoyed, and see you in the next round.
Kick it.